Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to A of the Dawn. We are going to do a special twin flame reading. I was inspired to do it, and I wanted to do Neptune readings about your highest self and ideals, and integrating your lower being into your highest ideals, blah blah blah. And then I got this crazy message to do a reading with Chiron. Like, Chiron has been like da da da, pow 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 on my brain ever since I gave a client a reading, and her Chiron was real prevalent in her reading when it came to her twin flame. I already pulled the cards because I started doing the reading and something happened to my video, but it's okay. It's okay. It was my first time doing this reading. It's kind of chilly. I'm about to get a blanket or something wrap around me. It was my first time doing the reading, and I needed to practice. Blanket. Mm. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. Okay, so what we have here is the feminine plane and the masculine plane. The reason why I'm using Chiron as a planet, because Chiron is our wounded healer, and we are in these twin flame relationships. I've been shown to heal our wounded healer, to learn how to love unconditionally the parts of ourselves that are the most broken, hurt, and spiritually distraught, traumatized. And we look to our twin flame to help us, because we have this dream of love, of this unconditional love that we feel like is the secret to success in our relationship. And this is just a dream. The real tea is that we are our own savior, and we have to learn to integrate these masculine and feminine poles with or without a relationship, a partner, a love outside of ourselves. A lot of times, what I've been seeing is that we use these relationships as an escape, and then we end up abusing the relationship. And the thing I love about the universe is that I don't haven't seen too many twin flame relationships get too out of hand. Like, I don't think you're in these relationships to abuse each other, to hit on each other and mentally abuse one another. What happens is that the relationship will dematerialize, and you guys won't be allowed to be around each other anymore if you don't learn to love one another unconditionally. So the theme in the first line is balanced relationship, and this glare is for real. How come can I would love to have a better lighting life. I have a lot going on. Okay. Let me see if we can do you like this. Do you not like it? Looks like I don't like it. Okay. Balanced partnership here. Destructive behaviors here. Solitude and meditation. And then new opportunities. So we're going to start off with the feminine pole, with the feminine energy. And the first thing I see here for the feminine energy is that you are here for yourself this month. It's all about you. It's all about you taking a stand within yourself and just being with yourself and being all about yourself. And this is going to bring a balanced partnership within you. To me, this card is saying that, you know, it's going to bring a balanced partnership, integrating your masculine and feminine energies for peace. You know, balance means peace. And also so that you can be aware of what is in front of you. The medicine man is about inner confidence. I don't like this light source right here either. What do you like? What will you like? Oh, I guess I have to go right there where it's the glare. Yeah, so it's about, that's not too bad. It's about having your energy in like a solid place, like you're starting to really feel yourself, your essence. You're like, you know what? I'm not so bad. You know, my way of being, how I view the world, what I want to go for in my life, I can actually have. I can go for it. And you're feeling confident within yourself that you have all the tools now. You've integrated a lot of your energies to be able to stand in this position. It's a wild place to be, you know. Things are still like fresh as far as you pulling together these tools, but you have them and you feel more ready to go at it with life. It's a stance of kind of like bring it on. You have your intuition, you have your higher perspective, you have the innocence, you see the magic of the deer staring straight on, you know, the healing magic of the deer, the smoke and mystic energy of the healing pipe that he's holding. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard. You know, he's surrounded by nature, which is a symbol of the fact that he knows that he is one with nature. So, feminine energy, I feel like your inner confidence is sublime right now. Destructive behavior, maybe you might feel a little bit overconfident and forgotten at the same time. You know, it's like, so since I healed all this and I did all this work, how come I don't have the wealth that I long for, my happy ending? Maybe you're looking for things to be over in a certain way in your life. You know, you're looking for a pile of abundance when it comes to material wealth. You're looking for your partnership. They're maybe searching for a relationship, some grounding, you know, like some earthly grounding, something that will help you define your legacy, you know, like you're looking for, or maybe you've been working on a project, and this project has probably helped you get to this point to where you do feel confident in yourself. You were working on this project and it has not come and produce the fruits that you hoped for. You might be feeling a bit disappointed and disenfranchised when it comes to your wealth, and you might be feeling like distrustful of, you know, you're like, I have all these tools, but what good is it doing me? You know, I have all these tools, but where's my hasta la vista, baby? You know, like, you will love to stand tall and also have something to show for it, and you don't yet. You don't have that yet. But this card being in the reading is saying you could have it if you weren't trying to control what it looks like. You know, you can't control you can't control your destiny. And Chiron is the wounded healer. And Chiron is a very magical planet. I say that because you're dealing with the integration of your higher and lower selves mixed with your instinct, mixed with your intuition, a higher perspective, mixed with lower energy wounds, you know, feeling defeat, deep defeat, hurt, let down, to the point to where you do some crazy shit in order to, because of your lack of trust. And I say that to say that the Ten of Earth, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, can kind of be like a mob boss. You know, like, well, I'm going to go out and get mine by any means necessary. And that's not what this energy is for. You would definitely, that would be destructive behavior patterns. And, you know, the divine feminine has been like that, like a ride or die ass bitch. You know, like someone that is like, okay, fine. You know, if my man can't do it, I'll do it, and I'm going to handle it. I'll strip. I'll do things that eat me up inside just so that I can have the material wealth. Because, you know, it's primitive. We're looking for security here. We're looking for security here on Earth. We see the abundance all around us. You're like, where is it? Why can't I have it now? Like, why isn't it? Why am I not manifesting? The medicine man is about being a manifester. And right at this moment, you're experiencing some type of destructive behavior that it's causing you to not be able to materialize this. Not that it's not your birthright and that you can't have it, but we'll figure out why. We'll figure it out. So the next card, the next line is solitude and meditation. And here we have the Daughter of Fire. I love this card. Ooh, how I like to spend my time, 101. Yes, yes to you. Yes to this. Yes to this energy. And again, here we have, the medicine man has a pipe. And this is the Page of Wands. But it's the Daughter of Fire in this deck. She has a herb bowl. And she's sending out her fragrance into the sky, into the universe, as like a signal. You know what, that I'm here, I'm one, I'm willing, you know, I let go, I can hear you, Spirit, I see you, I'm down with the cause, you know, I'm able, I'm willing, I'm ready, and I'm willing to be with you. You know, she's like spending her time with Spirit, and I don't think there's anything more important than really having yourself together like this. This is under the theme of solitude and meditation. Like being in a ritual so that you can find be with your true essence. It's more important than struggling. Because here, there is no struggle. Here you're being yourself, just like the medicine man. But in even more fluid creativity. The medicine man looks like he's taking a stance. The Daughter of Fire is using her, it's taking in her creative, intuitive ideas about how to bond with Mother Nature. You know, having a relationship with Mother Nature is really important. And of the next line for the feminine is new opportunities. And we have the Empress, grandmother. And here you have your creative Inanna. You know, like you're like standing in your pussy right here. And you have your inner child. You have the archetype of the ancient turtle that has your back. You're in knowing. You know, I look at ancient creatures. Well, I mean, we're all ancient. We've been here forever, whether we recognize it or not. You have your abundance that you're looking for. And it comes from your ancient wisdom and you being in touch with your inner child and you know, working and chucking your abundance. She has a cornfield around her. She's plucked her corn and she's teaching the youth how to do the same thing. You know, it looks like you're going to have a new opportunity to pass on your wisdom. You have wisdom, okay, from having to balance yourself. This is your gift. This is your song. This is your story. This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to, you know, you're getting this message now. You're receiving this message now that this is who you are and this is what you need to graze yourself into and appreciate about yourself and your feminine pole. You know, sometimes we can miss the forest for the trees because we want and we want and we want, we need. And it's not often that we put those wants and needs down because they're always like, especially with Chiron, your wounds are like always rushing you and you feel pushed to heal and you feel pushed to not be in that space anymore because there's a perfectionism, a perfect way of being that you would like to present. But you should take that imperfection into your solitude and meditation and make yourself a healing bowl of herbs. I know I got the message to do, even though my Chiron isn't in the first house, but I got the message to do some healing herbal magic with basil. Like, I don't know what that's going to bring, but I'm excited to see. A new attitude, you know, is appropriate now. A new attitude is I can change. This can change. This can dissolve. This can evolve. I can make a move. I can make a motion. You know, I can make the potion. I can. It's a I can attitude. A new way of life calls for a new way of talking to yourself and a new way of being. And I want to read from the Vision Quest Tarot, the Daughter of Fire, and also the Empress for you. Because these cards kind of read like oracle cards. And I hope it stands up for me. Because I feel like it would be really important to have that message of trust inside of you to carry with you. Daughter of Fire. Self-actualization. This is Daughter of Fire. Inspiration. won't touch you anymore. I'm sorry. You got it. You were standing up before I touched you. Inspiration. Inspiration. Love. Faith. Courage. Hope. Innocence. Earnestness. And sincerity. And also an unwillingness to bind yourself. You feel deeply connected to the spirit and all of creation and should praise heaven for your inner realization. Remember that the oneness of existence includes yourself and remains forever intact. Notwithstanding what we believe in or think about others. Notwithstanding what we believe in or think about others. When we realize this oneness and maintain this awareness in our daily lives, we return to our innermost center. You are able to vibrate in accordance with your rising power. Just tune into your own rhythms now. Trust the force that animates you. It wants to lift you high, heaven like the smoke rising from a bowl of healing herbs. The greater your faith in the secret forces that guide and preserve your existence, the more sure-footed will be your journey. Your path lies clearly before you. Clearly, your path lies before you. Take hold of that. Take hold of that promise. Be that promise. Live that promise. Drink that promise. Smell that promise. And let's move up. Let's level up into trust. Well, now we're going to read Grandmother, which relates to the Empress, which is another card about creativity. Well, Daughter of Fire was about self-actualization, caring, productivity, the power of mature femininity, wisdom, heartfelt empathy, compassion, love, protection, understanding, and safekeeping. True compassion is a gift from the divine. Whoever is graced by it is released from suffering. The heart can't help but open itself to compassion's touch and reflect love back in gratitude. The power exists within you as well. Let it reveal itself. Let your inner love light become visible. Just open yourself to the resource of your feminine powers. The time of the woman is now. And so it is time to lavish all the respect and love you've got on your own female aspect and your inner soul force. Who will embrace you if you refuse to? Who will accept you unconditionally if you don't? Turn toward your feminine forces, whether you're a man or a woman. Turn to cherish the female energies inside. You're in a perfect position to help others recognize their worth and find a more positive way to live on this earth. Your example is helpful, most of all to yourself. Accept this responsibility. It may prove to be the greatest blessing of your life. Nothing is more satisfying than to draw from the well of your inexhaustible inner fullness and to let the energy of your heart with all its nurturing qualities stream into the world. Once you start recognizing your own self and all those around you, you have no choice but to reveal your full potential. Your heart has been awakened. You have come home and realized your true being. Now live it. You know, one of the main things that stuck out to me was once you start recognizing your own self and all those around you, you will have no choice but to reveal your full potential. The divine masculine and feminine twin flame energy is about unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself and for others. One of the main purposes of your relationship with your twin flame, if you are in a relationship with a twin flame, is to learn to love them unconditionally. Because their wounds are your wounds, and your wounds are theirs. So all the pointing fingers at each other just prolongs the inevitable, which is acceptance of the self. Now I'm not seeing within the divine feminine a whole lot of energy that is personally focused. Except for the Ten of Pentacles reversed, I'm not seeing like this played out of drama in the physical world. This is all within yourself, except for like the Medicine Man, which is about being your true self out in the world and just letting yourself be without announcement or without like what do you want, force or forcing things. Yeah, the Medicine Man is about not forcing things. So now we're going to look at the masculine energy pole, which is down here. I'll move it up so you can see it. The cards in the middle are what will help you integrate those energies. So within your masculine energy, I see a need to, or the energy of social status. You know, feeling good out in the world, being accepted by your community, and maybe being involved with your soul tribe in the sense that, you know, you are being accepted for who you are in a healthy way. You know, you've come out of the closet, which is really brave, and you're feeling confident in your journey. And you don't mind being seen. You're not in hiding anymore. And, you know, you have people that are on your side who are proud of you, you know, who've been watching your journey. And there are some people that can actually see and understand what they're actually looking at. And that's a masculine energy. And this is the balanced partnership. Balanced partnership. You know, so maybe you're getting into relationships that are satisfying for you and your masculine energy. The wands are about spirituality and also about fire, which is movement. You know, you're moving into a space where you can show your inner confidence, your social confidence within your soul tribe. And I'm looking at the feminine pole, you know, and I'm seeing integration of, you know, you being who you are, high priest, high priestess, and you sharing that in the community. You sharing that, combining those, the need to have movement, then the feminine energy of needing to just be, you know, and the masculine energy to put that energy out into the world. I see that integration. And then the Knight of Wands is the destructive behaviors. And Knights are about energy, and again, Wands are about movement, and Knights are about messages being sent. And this ostrich to me looks very defensive, you know, like guarding his territory. And, you know, when I read this next to The Six of Wands is like, maybe you're feeling like really defensive out in the world for who you are, or maybe for things you've done, or karma or energy. Or there's something that you feel like you want that you can't have from society. And so when I look at this energy in your feminine pole, a Ten of Earth reverse, I see someone who would like to have um, material wealth, to feel comfort when it comes to your legacy, and maybe retirement, and having a family, a house, and maybe you feel like how society is, you can't have those things being who you are. And if you're in a relationship, maybe you are pointing fingers at your partner and being like, if you weren't the way you were, we would have a better social standing in society. Thus, the wound in the first house would be a struggle to be true to the self. To be so wounded that you'd rather be someone else. Or you might have to fake being yourself so that you can get along in society. And since your feminine energy is moving away from that, and maybe society looks at that part of you like it's weird, like, because they don't understand it yet. They haven't done the work that you've done, the healing work. It's your job to accept yourself. And in the destructive behaviors of integrating these feminine and masculine poles, the inner energies are still a bit uncomfortable with trusting the mother goddess for support, and may not even know to ask. If you need support, ask your angels, ask the goddess, build an altar, you know, submit to the way of living. In one area you feel like you can walk the walk or talk the talk, and but in one way you feel like you can't. In the solitude and meditation, I see someone studying the Hierophant. I see someone um, digging into more of a commitment, like, okay, maybe I don't know enough. Maybe there's more I need to see before I make this commitment completely. Um, and that's good. Right next to destructive behaviors is solitude and meditation. It means that, to me, it means you're aware of your potential blockages of energy, and you're willing to work through them. And see, we have someone here, on your feminine poles, you're feeling your connection to the earth, and in your masculine poles, you're more in a logical way, um, building a deeper relationship mentally, and also deepening your commitment to the spirit world and your purpose, but just in your essence. I see in the feminine pole that your essence is really important right now, connecting with your true essence, your fragrance of who you are, getting in touch with that, staying in touch with that, staying in that space, loving up on it. And the new opportunities for the masculine energy is the Two of Cups reversed, which means that there's a breakup here. There's a breakup of energies. Um, um, Someone is not the partner to you that maybe you thought they would be, or maybe the energy coupling, the marriage between your masculine and feminine poles isn't what you thought it would be, and you're feeling confused and blocked, and maybe you're not feeling loved by the feminine energies and your masculine energy. And I can understand that. Maybe you feel like this energy is moving fast, too fast for you. And I see you want to commit, and I see the masculine energy within you. It wants to connect. It's just not all the way integrated yet. And that's what I get from this. I just, you know, fat, the divine feminine energy is really strong and powerful right now, and I can sense that the masculine energy could feel kind of left behind and troubled with how to what place it has in the world. And I'm going to read the integration cards now to see if we can help out with that. So between the feminine and masculine and the balanced partnership, we have change, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And here we have, it was already on macro the whole time. And I hope that the whole video is not blurry. Alright, so we have the yin and yang symbol in the middle. And we have a triangle of change in the center. And we have like all these I Ching symbols surrounding this circle. I don't know if you can see all of this going on. And then you have like this lightning. And you also have the astrology symbols on the outside of it. And then you have like it swirling in a galaxy. So there's just like a divine change happening. And it's beautiful because you are accepting yourself in the place that you have in a society, that a new world that you're creating. And it's a balanced partnership between the masculine and feminine poles. And how you can have that Chiron in the first house is self-acceptance, just being. You know, laying down flat on your back on a yoga mat and just putting your hands on your tummy, on your heart, and breathing and just feeling your breath, being with yourself for like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, and it gets longer and longer every day until you reach the point of self-acceptance. It's beautiful. You really need that inner love until it turns into a huge orb of love, to where it does take up, you're okay with the space that you take up in society and the community, and you get an understanding of what you mean to the community, the meaning you have not only in your personal life with your twin flame partner or with yourself, but in the soul tribe community of your own creation. And so it's interesting that after balanced partnership comes the destructive behaviors, which shows me that there's still some energies that need to be integrated as far as developmental challenges go. And it seems like a lack of trust in your divinity, in your place in the world. You're still feeling defensive. Like maybe your ship's never going to come in. Like you're never going to get what you need, what you deserve. It's just kind of like, I feel the divine feminine feeling like, where, like, who's going to take care of me? How am I going to take care of myself? Am I going to get the clients I need? Just having those doubts about your wealth. And then it's a clog up of energy because of the things we've trusted in the past, maybe in the near past, the recent past. We've trusted in things that are passing away, and it puts us the masculine energy in a defensive mode. Like, and even if you're in a relationship, you might be doubting your partner. That, it's like all this spirituality shit is cute, but how are we going to pay the bills? And you could ask yourself that, divine feminine, you know. Either way, you will have to take care of yourself. And we take care of each other, right? Because I see the integration card between these two. It's the Six of Cups, the Six of Emotions. And in the Osho Zen Tarot card, this is called the dream. And the dream that Miss Lady is having here is that she's going to find her prince, uber muscular, the Rock, Fabio, and he is going to wanzania her, and wrap her in his big old cloak and take her to his castle and sprinkle fairy dust on them both and carry her off, and they will live happily ever after. And she will be rescued from her drab curtain drapes of a dress and the monstrosity of the half woven cloths that are around her head, and she will be draped in new clothes and a lace front. Okay, that's her dream. And it's not real. You know, the reality is that you are here to experience the divine. And that means that you have to go within yourself and find the source of power. If you always are constantly searching on the outside of you, then you'll never know yourself. The divine will never exist in this world the way it needs to. This is not about us. This twin flame stuff, we can start taking it to a romantic state and abusing it to get a high and try to escape, because we want our hasta la vista baby. We want what the sitcoms have promised us our whole lives. We want this. We want the material machine and the matrix that we've created to work. We want to say our affirmations and click our heels 3 times, and we want the wizard to buy us a heart, a nose, some new calves, a booty, and some milk duds. And in order to be true to yourself, if you really be honest with yourself, you know that you have to do the work, the Chiron work, the wound work, and tell yourself, you know what, I can do it. Bam, flip that around. I can use my ancient wisdom and help my community. I will do it. That is what I'm here to do. The universe will give me the messages I need. I will make the effort to combine my source with the source that creates everything, and I will receive the answers I need. I will get the wealth that I need. I can, I will. It's happening for me right now. That is your new attitude. That is your new opportunity to live an easier life. Come through, to live in oneness with the old, the young, the new, the abundance. We want all the goddesses to work together, not just one. We don't want to be independent and feel alone anymore. And like we have to fend for ourselves all the time, and we're waiting on somebody to freaking save us all the freaking time. No, ma'am. We don't want that anymore. It's not fun. It's not cute. It's not what's up. It doesn't help us be the real us. If you really break it down, once the endorphins wear off and you get finished fucking each other's brains out, what do you have left? Your shadow self starts coming up. And then this dream turns into a nightmare. And now you're calling the cops because somebody then slipped up and called your mama a hoe. It's like, just like all this stuff. I'm being funny. But I've been in twin flame relationships before. And I'm lucky. My twin flame ain't nowhere near me. I can't, and I won't. I shan't. I really want to focus on myself, but I'm not going to talk about me. We're just going to keep on doing this reading right here. To integrate your solitude and meditation, like I was saying before, I see that these two poles are really showing you to combine the feminine way of being, like just being with Mother Nature, listening and responding, being receptive, a reciprocal of light, love, nurturing, and responding to that, and sitting still and allowing with the hierophant, the commitment, the logic, the studying of this wisdom. That's really important. And at this time, in this space, this is the hangman energy, silence. Just wait. You know, get your messages, get your knowledge, get your stacks of books. Not so that you can go out into the world and like run people over with how much you know. That's not what this is about. This is for you. You know, this is for your nourishment. This is like NyQuil to help you get your Z's. She's so at peace. Learn to sleep on some things sometimes. You don't always constantly have to respond to everything. Sometimes, you know, you might receive a message and you don't know what it means, or you might think you have an opportunity because you're getting a lot of synchronicities and a lot of things coming to you all at once, but everything's not like shaping out the way you really want it to be for your new world, your new life, your new existence, your new opportunities. Sleep on it. Just relax, sit still, do your meditation, listen to your yogic ambient music. Let it wash over you. Make your dream journal. Get you some of that good old tea, and have yourself a time with spirit. And you have time. You still have time to heal, or else those cards wouldn't be there. All right, this is interesting, okay? So you have the feminine in her bag. This is the feminine herself. This is the goddess. This is the ancient feminine mother herself in the flesh or in the clay. She's here. She's all about it. You know, she's really a wonton warrior in a woman with a gray hair suit, you know. And then you have the Two of Cups, which is really disrupting my life in the masculine pose, okay? It's like, who wouldn't want to marry her? Like, who do you think you are? Masculine energy. To reject the grandmother. Why? Why are you rejecting her? Please let me know. I haven't really quite figured this out yet, and I'm dead serious. I need some, hey tight, I need some clarity. I think I might just pull a card because I don't get you. Two of Cups reverse. I don't understand you. And then the card, the integration card, is going with the flow. Maybe I didn't mean to flip that over like that. Maybe, no, if it came out like that, I don't know. Alright, I need clarity for the Two of Cups reverse. Let me use my other cards. Where you go, Titan? Two of Cups reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Clarity. Two of Cups reversed. Please show me. Ooh, it must be done. Shuffling. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Wands. And an Ace of Swords. One more, please. I get in a clear picture. The Star. Alright, so the message that I'm seeing, which is the message that I thought, is that the Divine Masculine is super uncomfortable with showing who they are to the world. And it's responding in a way that is inappropriate by rejecting the feminine energy. Now, this could play out in a physical relationship where your Divine Masculine wants to say that you're weird, my family doesn't want me to talk to you, my friends don't want us to be close, or, you know, you're stunting my stilo. I don't know. Girl, what did I just say? You stunting my stilo. Sometimes on the spot I can't think of things. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Yes, they are rejecting the Divine Feminine, and that could be your inner masculine energy that really feels like not ready for the world. And you'll feel that as a blockage of energy, of inner rejection, you know, and disbelief in yourself. Wanting to fit in still. So you have an opportunity in order to heal that blockage. The Divine Feminine's advice is just to go with the flow and love up on this part of yourself. There's no need to throw it in this part of your face, the Divine Masculine's face, that you have it all together and you have all the answers and you know what to do, and he just needs to change, and you don't know why you're rejecting me, and that can be an inner voice thing too. It can manifest as like an outward drama, but it can also manifest as inner criticism towards yourself for not being ready yet, for not being ready to, you know, be one. And that's okay. It's basically, you need to mother yourself, and, you know, and be like, it's okay. And this is a opportunity for you to grow in that area, and it'll come the transition will be real smooth if you can just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And now I'm going to pull some cards for you, just in case you're going through real living out this drama, not just inside your poles of energy. Like, some of you guys are really funny to me. And from my perspective, it's funny. I know you guys are trying to help me, you know, and teach me something when you say, you know, the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are energies. And, you know, because I made some Divine Feminine and Masculine videos and stuff, and the people that are in my soul tribe, they know it. They're with it. They know the knowledge, you know. And my holistic approach, I'm an all-inclusive person, and I do believe that human beings are here to live out the energies in drama. You know, we live it out. You know, it's not just the knowledge thing where it's like, yeah, the left and right side of the brain and blah blah blah. We live it out. So I leave no one out. Some of you guys are tired of living it out, like me. I don't want to live out certain things. I rather just heal within myself and like sit with my energies. I'm more of like a somatic healing type person. I don't necessarily need to go through this anymore. I thought I was looking for love, but I already learned that love is within. And if you're looking for love, then you're going to find someone that doesn't love you, so you can learn to love yourself. That doesn't love you in the ways that you need to be loved in order to heal, especially if that's your destiny. If you're one of those people like me, not everybody is the same. So I'm not just going to lump everybody in the same category like that. But I'm pulling some romance angel oracle cards. I'm not dogmatic about anything I say, because I know there's a billion ways to skin a cat, because there's 50 billion people on Earth. So have at it. Alright, romance angel oracle decks with Chiron in the first house. Twin flame, what is the tea? What's the message? What's the remedy? Soulmate energy. Yes, this is your love. Love your soulmate. Ain't nothing wrong with a little love. Playfulness is importante. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yes, yes, I totally agree. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Apparently. Okay. Calling in your soulmate. Calling in. Home phone is kind of like ET phone home for y'all. You're calling your soulmate. Your soulmate's here. This could be the one. Love at first sight. Who are you guys about to meet? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Forgiving and learning. And deception. I'm going to pull one more row and then I'm going to interpret. How about that? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. I feel like there's like a few messages here. Pay attention to red flags. Codependency. And romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay. Alright, so I see here that I feel like there's a lot of energies going on at once. There's lots of stories here going on at once. There's relationships here that have moved really fast. There's relationships here that where people haven't learned how to love each other yet because your relationship has moved so fast. And since your relationship has moved really fast, you're trying to hold on to it for dear life, you know. And this could bring up issues of mistrust. And you don't know how to communicate with each other. You just freaking met each other. Keep in mind, you know, a lot of times twin flame relationships move really fast. They start fast. They you end up wanting to get married fast, and then it can go up in smoke really fast if you don't learn to love one another the way you need to be loved. And sometimes the romantic feelings are a catalyst for you to get into this relationship, so you feel this strong energy, this oof, you can't deny it, you can't get away from it, you can't run. You're in love for real. It's got you, it's caught you, and it's changed your life forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And it'll be a catalyst for your healing, you know. It may not, I don't see anything grounding here. It's interesting that it starts off as soulmate, and then it goes to love yourself first, and then it goes to getting to know each other. It's playfulness. Give your relationship a chance and pay attention to red flags. This could be the one. Forgiving and learning. Codependency. calling in your soulmate, deception, and romantic feelings. So I feel like this is a roller coaster ride. It starts off amazing. It ends up with you realizing that you don't know this person, you don't know yourself, you don't know what you've gotten yourself into. And you're getting to know your wounds. And if you really want to continue in this relationship, you have to learn to forgive. You have to learn to love. And you have to slow down. And it might not, this person might not be the dream boat that you thought they were. But you could have something real. Let me ask. Do I have any cards that I haven't used? Okay, I can just use these cards right here. I think twin flame relationships are awesome. They're beautiful. It's like a flower. It's like an energy that you need in this world. It gives you a sense of beauty. The colors you see out in the world will be brighter. You walk with a skip in yourself. You're the happiest. You're the happiest people when you first fall in love. If you could, if you could hold off on the sex part, that will probably help. And I only say that because, or you don't have that much sex, because what sex does is it will bring out your shadow self. Because sexual energy is creative energy. And in order to create, you don't just use the light, you use the dark too. Whatever's standing in the way of your happiness, your true happiness and your true self, sex will bring it up to light. And most of the time, we're not prepared on how to deal with that. But since I'm telling you, now you know. And awareness is gold. It's better than gold. It's glistening glitter. Sex. Obsession. Yes. Boom. This relationship is about like an obsessive sexual bond that, is instinctual. You can't keep your hands off each other. Ugh, it's nice. It's pleasure. It feels good. It's a bond. And then it's weird. It dies. Like this love you have, it goes from pleasure to transformation. It goes from pleasure to transformation really quick. Chiron, people with Chiron in the first house. I don't really have to say much else. Like, it's like, boom. Never have I seen these 3 cards come out so easy like this before. It's weird. But that's the truth. And for me, that's what these cards are all saying. It's going to start fast and it's going to crash. Unless you learn how to forgive and love each other. Because what you'll be dealing with, your wounds are both, you guys have addictions. You guys have some addictions. And it might be a love addiction, a sex addiction. Your wounds are going to start coming out. Pay attention to red flags, you don't know each other. Get to know each other. Nothing is a death sentence. And nothing is permanent. Because for me, both of these cards are like flash in a pan. This card is for real. The 2 of Cups is like the real deal. These are your true feelings. But the bookends are like, they don't have to be there. Because what comes up next? Okay. So what will happen after the death or the transformation of your love, because it could mean that you guys break up, or it could mean that your relationship transforms. You'll see that you don't know really how to talk to each other. There's some things that are inappropriate, and you might feel like you've gone down the wrong path by being with this person. And you're going to go through a deep transformation, an ego death. This relationship is going to cause an ego death. Much needed transformation in your life. I love you guys very much. Stay close to the Mother Goddess. She's close to you always. Call on your angels for help. Call on the source for help. You know, when you call on the source, you'll be surprised how quick they come and answer your prayers. I love you. Peace. Have a good night.